Righty-ho. So I just checked quickly the guide to see how worth it is to record and just keep recording. This is the final mission of the Foundation, so it'll be the last episode I make, probably. So I'll just keep going until I finish. And I already know who's waiting for me up here.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
You voted is made right.
You fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
Inexplicably, you've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
How is she against shieldy shield?
War hiss.
Fuck off! Come on! Oh, that is horseshit. Come on, there's no cover there. Where can you find cover? And they just throw suicide bombers at you, and these fucking stupid assholes, they throw axes at you. Just stop throwing lots of enemies at the player at once with suicide bombers. How do you actually think these games are supposed to go? How am I supposed to stay alive when you keep throwing wave after wave after fucking wave of suicide bomber? Just fucking little enemies who should not be suicide bombers in a boss battle. Wait, I'm getting back up now, am I? Where are you, you bitch?
Sorry, I wasn't here to help, Marshall.
The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I can still save everyone else. Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
Okay. Oh, hi. That was a farmer.
The nail is secure. The Hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise, I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her bureau together?
Okay. So that was the farmer just standing there as we came out. Is he in our world now? Or is he able to just to be here because of the astral bleeding? And it's only down here he can be, where the astral bleeding is.
I thought I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
Is that it? Oh, I hit that button. Right, well, let's get a bit more C's. It doesn't matter at this point, as I think I've just finished the game and there's nothing more to do. Apart from missions that I don't give a fuck for. Yeah, jukebox, don't care. Traffic light, could give a fuck. I could help Patty out, and there's the arcade, but hey ho. That's about the only thing I'd want to do is help out Patty. The rest, I don't give a fuck for.
Director?
Now that this nail business is handled, I should probably be getting back to executive. But maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit.
Yeah, what's this?
Has the nail been doing anything since we restored it?
Define anything.
Anything unusual?
Define unusual.
Emily.
Sorry, but the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation. It seems to suppress any biological matter it encounters. This explains why nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes.
Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail?
I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any His corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail.
I've been wondering about that myself.
Did the board let the hiss corrupt the nail? Did they want me to cleanse it? If so, why?
Okay.
What do you know about Director Northmore?
Well, he was Director Trench's predecessor, and Northmore's famous for being the first board-appointed director. See, before we found the oldest house, directors were picked by committees of old men in suits, drinking cognac and smoking cigars or whatever. You know, standard, uninteresting methods.
I think the word you're looking for is bureaucratic.
Or antiquated. Regardless, Northmore was eventually forced to... Well, we don't need to go into that. Strangely, the only two board-appointed directors left the position under unusual circumstances. If the board appoints a director, then how do they retire them? I doubt they go out and buy you a gold watch. Sorry, Jesse, I didn't mean to imply that...
Don't worry. If anyone's getting shown the door, it's them. What do you know about an entity named Former?
I can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me?
It was standing over there.
Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing. I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened and now it's... separate?
Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some sort of entity or a group or conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although it could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral dives if you think it's important.
Fortune favors the prepared. Do it. I'm gonna keep looking around.
I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, that's where the former was standing, right there. Surely you've seen the giant fucking bastard right over there, who's probably Loki. Yeah, he was standing right there. Okay, so I was right in one regard. That was somewhere for the fucking former to appear when, yeah. Okay. Let's go eradicate this final bit of mold. Yeah, we don't want that weak. We want maintenance, coolant pumps. No, there's a furnace. Yeah, I know about the room up there. I've been to it.
The mold's gotten in here too? All right. Let's get cleaning, she said.
No, that's not it. There it is. Oh, look at that. There's something up there as well. You realise this mold's been here a while, Jesse, and it's just this is the first time you've seen it. Will that grow another mold one? If I let it continue growing, sort of thing. Might. Have a boulder. You look like you're ready to rock and roll. Sounding like it's coming from over here. Oh. Oh, I heard. I see that, but I'm just trying to work out how to get there. Right, where is this final bit of mold? I heard it over there. Or is it on that platform? Don't ask me to explain that one, how I hear mold, but I hear it. I'm trying to listen to fucking mold.
That should slow it down.
Alright. Yeah, I just keep it all the purple and pink. Not going to use it much now, but oh, there was one from the board here. What? Why did they call me Jesse and Dylan Faden? That is something Dylan mentioned as well. That there wasn't two of us, there was just the one. Right, let's just go back up to Central Executive. Yeah, that's something that Dylan himself mentioned. They had a dream that was not, there wasn't two of us, there was just one. Mm-hmm. Right, okay, is Emily back up here yet? Oh, she came back up. Okay.
In the Ocean View Motel. Could survivors be hiding? Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications?
The guy I fought?
The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it.
That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing.
Oh.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I am still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were.
We won't ever be like them.
Okay. Darling's fate.
When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's
Sevo!
doing it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Sevo! Enough, puppy!
Which it all was.
Enough!
Of course.
Enough! Enough! Sevo! Enough!
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any Hiss activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the Hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
Don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here.
I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that.
Yeah, but HRA failure?
So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the Hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the Hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the Hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
Jesse.
Me.
you. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me.
That's good to know. Thanks, Emily.
Right. I really don't think Polaris is the Hedron. I think the Hedron and Polaris are two separate things, and the Polaris was just her subconsciousness. And it just awoke her powers for her.
I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Mm-hmm. So it's
Well,
forever
I've
just going
got
to
a bureau
be...
to run. See you soon.
So,
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
the way I can tell this
Please,
is...
Emily. Not even as a joke.
There haven't been any Hiss sightings in the Ocean View Motel. Could survivors be hiding inside?
It's possible. I remember a report about a similar incident from '84. The Bureau lost contact with a whole department during a house shift. The department head was found in the motel 2 years later. His arm stuck in the vending machine.
Make a note to send in a search party when possible.
Yeah, there's my photo. Why is there so many fucking clocks?
Who moved my waveform?
Alright, yeah, so there's a lot of unanswered questions, and it's just basically, oh, well, who knows?
Yeah, I found a file on the old director, Northmore. Didn't list any dated death. You know anything about that?
Could be an error. The records staff process a lot of data. Maybe it just slipped through.
Yeah, maybe.
That's hitting Northmore's around somewhere. Right, okay, so that's an episode time there. I really do not give a fuck for that jukebox or for the fucking arcade, which is just basic bullshit modes. And oh yeah, you can come do this, and no, yeah, it's totally, we're not going to screw you over in any way whatsoever. That I would have done it if I had more time, but I'm not going to put another episode out just for that one thing. So I could go through and read all this shit later, maybe, if I feel like it. Is there anything I really want to know? Okay. Okay, so here it actually names Yggdrasil. Okay, so I can actually get the name Yggdrasil here. Okay. Okay. Oh, so these are the things we were. Yeah. Oh, so that's these things that I've been finding I can't be killed. I have no interest in the rest of that. Train car. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, I was right. Okay. Oh, we got something from him in the Alan Wake thing as well, didn't we? Okay. We found that wee bastard. Oh, Atti's postcard. Okay. Okay. Okay, so a load of crap there. Sorry, I delayed the episode. So, see you